138 MMA here to break down our main event for Week 7 of Dana White's Contender Series. We have Vitor Petrino taking on Rodolfo Bellato, and our main event here is actually a rematch. As you see here, Petrino has not lost, so that means that the winner of that fight was Petrino. It was actually a 25-second knockout that ended that fight. Bellato here, though, he is a kill or be killed fighter, so for Dana White's Contender Series, that is a very good skill to have because the way you get a contract typically is by getting a very impressive finish. Lately, they've been handing out contracts to everybody, but in seasons past, that kill or be killed style would be very helpful in the Contender Series. So he also has some good power and some good grappling as well, mostly from the top side, off his back. I haven't seen a lot of tape there. Tape? What year is this? I haven't seen a lot of video on that. So anyway, looking over at Petrino here, he's a bit more comfortable as a striker. His footwork's a little bit better, a little bit more crisp with his hands. So I do think the striking advantage goes to Petrino, but I do think that Bellato isn't a walk in the park in the striking department. Although that knockout from their first fight in 25 seconds might say otherwise. One more thing is Petrino's really good at finding his openings. So with his opponents, even in some of his fights that have gone longer, he's been able to find weaknesses in his opponents and find spots where they've let their hands down or they've thrown a punch, and he's been able to counter with an unseen shot and drop them, or put him up against the cage and then work his magic from there. So Petrino's just all around the better striker, the more comfortable striker. But when it gets to the ground, he's not lost either. So I think this fight should be close, but I think in just about every area, Petrino has just the slightest of edge. I don't think it'll be another 25-second knockout, but I will give this fight to Petrino, so that's my official pick.